else. Eat well.
Well, if you kick a
ice
brick
those
wall,
knees,
that's not a.
and man up.
Yeah.
It's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This has been a tough stretch of games for them, fellas, losing their last 4.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes...
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Walker kicks to Batum. They set the pick. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Walker. Fires the 3. Can't hit. So Orlando will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the...
Had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
It's a game of inches in every play counts.
And it's free.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Want to do that.
To the paint. Here's Arthur. Got a
And
piece
then
of
get
it.
blocked. Wow.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Shot's good by Walker.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Freak with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Splitter with a screen on Walker. Splitter inside. There's the bucket. Good.
Nobody's still watching.
And so it's Charlotte with it. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Vucevic kicks to Arthur. The shot no good. Walker with some nice D. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Smart misses.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Magic lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And before the game, we heard from Kim. You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba. We need some changes here for the Hornets. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Justin Holiday comes in for Lamb, and Walker subbed in for Smart. They've got Batum, Al Jefferson out there with Kemba Walker, and it's Peters in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. Arthur passes to Rainman. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Another miss by Orlando. Hornets trail by 11. The kick out to Walker.
Ain't gonna shoot it.
Back to Batum. Lots of room.
Hey,
Passes it to Walker. Right side, Batum. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Batum's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Walker. Another shot. Vucevic with the block. Here's Arthur. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Splitter, that's good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Orlando?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
The dish now to Buttinger. And Vucevic kicks to Freak. Clock at 6. To the inside. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And it's Freak missing.
All right, so that's...
Hornets trail by 6.
Right.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Vucevic with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's Arthur. Defense is right there. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And the first half is now in the books.
So,
Magic.
you know,
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. Continue to have smart possessions.
All right, Charlotte. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
I wish somebody would join me.
Almost entirely new group here. Here's Arthur. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. On the court for Orlando. Rain Man in at point guard. Myers Leonard is out there with Aaron Gordon.
Like
and it's Splitter, and it's Arthur in at the 2. Now here's Smart, covered by Rain Man. Smart dishes to Batum.
Kid4's up in this game.
Good, and Smart gets the assist. 11 points for Batum.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Rain Man.
I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
1:32 left in the third. Splitter sets a screen. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rain Man. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Hornets trail by 6. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Here's Rain Man. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Or the Magic.
And the
Like, we're
last
going to get a
time
ring.
these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was
Alright, that's that
spectacular
good defense.
in that win.
Yeah,
That's
I agree
that
with
good
you. I mean, the
defense.
starters
That's
were
that good
extremely happy
offense.
to get some rest.
That's
and
that
let
good
the
offense,
bench guys
boy.
do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew on.
Gets it off. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Magic lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. We welcome you.
I'm gonna get out of here. Out of this game. Oh. Yeah, I gotta buy me a camera so y'all can, like, you know.
Tell them where I'm from. Make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the Scott to New York, like a net on a jet to London, to Brazil to Quebec, like the whole
I know what
world
we're
to
gonna do.
Quebec to Ferg. Tell them lay
Oh.
back, slow down, better represent when we come to your town. Say lay back, slow down,
We're
what you
gonna see a good
represent when we
game.
come to your town. Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me on my way to Venice. LA got the people saying, Brooklyn saying.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the Finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster in.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's the Warriors to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Now, here's Thompson. Following the miss by Kevin Love. Curry passes to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. The drive by Green. Rebound by Smith. And here's Cleveland. Here's Irving. Offensive rebound. on the wing, Thompson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Love. Passes it to James. Love with the screen for James. To the paint. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. LeBron with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry kicks to Green. He dishes it to Bogut. Rush the pass to Curry. The shot will not go. And Cleveland the other way now. LeBron left side. Rush with the steal. Curry against Irving. Curry dishes to Green. He kicks it to Thompson. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. Thompson's got 6.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's James. Takes it from 10. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
That one is no good.
Warriors.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Here's Irving. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. And they double up James. Here's Love. Here's Mozgov. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Curry kicks to Bogut. The pass to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Bogut with a screen on Smith. Smith against Thompson. Over Smith. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skills. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
And 1.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for James. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
Here's Barbosa. It's on target from the high post.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block.
Y'all want to
no
add me
matter
on
who's defending.
PS4?
Mozgov kicks to Shumpert.
coolnesskid4's.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
coolnesskid4's.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Iguodala kicks to Spates. Feeds to Livingston. Dishes it to Barbosa. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Barbosa's got 5 points so far.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Mozgov sets a screen for Williams. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Oh,
Here is Livingston.
ankles.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. In the corner, Iguodala with it.
Iggy Pop.
Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Williams kicks to Dellavedova. And the 3 off target. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game. I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but preventing a poor performance.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second point.
Their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. Their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap like.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland. Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith checked in for Iman Shumpert. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Stolen by Thompson. Irving against Thompson. Irving up top.
Look at my down.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Look at my down.
Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills. And
here is LeBron after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
Look at my
pass to Green. No good on the triple.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's got more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Look at my down.
Iguodala with it. He's picked up by Irving. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in '07.
Now here's LeBron. Another miss by James.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Ezeli, and it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jones checked in for Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
Irving. Rebounded by Bogut.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
That free throw, no good.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in, and the second free throw, good.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Now, here is Irving, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Catching.